Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Mendte. Casinos in Atlantic City were scheduled to reopen this weekend, but a lot of them decided not to because the governor changed his mind and is not allowing indoor dining. But not the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. They're going ahead with their plans. Here's Joe Lupo, Vice President of the Hard Rock in Atlantic City.
Well, Sarah, thanks for agreeing to do this interview. I really appreciate it. You must be excited.
We are. We've been shut down for 4 months, and we never expected that. We have thousands of employees here and over 25,000 here in Atlantic City. It's so important to the economy down here in South Jersey. So, yeah, we're excited to get back started. 25% occupancy. Hopefully we can build that up, give confidence to the governor that what we're doing is our protocols are in place, going to provide that confidence to our guests as well. And we hope to open up and start picking up where we left off.
I know you're going through a lot of protocols to open up, and I want to get to that in a second. But before we get to that, go back over the last couple of months and I know it's hurt every industry across the country, or at least most industries across the country. How much has it hurt the Hard Rock Cafe and the casino industry?
It cost us millions, tens of millions of dollars, I can say. Catastrophic to, I think, the whole industry and to the area. Now, what we have done is, and I think most of the casinos, if I'm not sure all of them, have taken care of benefits for the employees up through June anyway. We have extended through July, and most of the other Caesars and MGM, I believe, have as well. The unemployment has helped out, I think, with a lot of the employees as well. But we were uncertain. It's the uncertainty of not knowing how long this would be.
What will a guest that comes, let's say, over the 4th of July weekend, what will they expect as they go into the Hard Rock Cafe?
As soon as they come in, they'll first be asked to ensure that they have a mask on. If they don't have a mask, they won't be permitted. Then here at Hard Rock, I think we might be one of the only few that does this. We'll have thermal imaging. So you'll step up in front of a camera and you'll get your temperature taken. And it only takes a second. We have a couple different cameras depending on the access so we can handle the volumes. But you'll walk through it and it reads your temperature literally within a second. And if you're over 100.4, we'll ask you that you step back. If you walked here down the beach, down on the boardwalk, we'll ask you to wait 10 minutes, give you a bottle of water. If you don't meet that temperature, then you won't be permitted in. You'll see lots of plexiglass, especially in areas where you'll have longer interaction with personnel. So in front of the front desk, in front of the Players Club, and in front of the box office, things like that. And we have plenty of plexiglass at our blackjack tables. So there'll be a piece of plexiglass between you and the customer and in front of you and the dealer.
And what don't they see? I know that you've taken a lot of precautions that somebody walking in is not going to see. The place is going to be clean, sterilized, go through all of that.
We have a 100-person clean team that will be asked to clean high-touch areas, specifically the doors. We have over 100 doors, right? The buttons on elevators, things like that. We set up a committee behind the scenes. I wanted to make sure all of our team members had access to a committee to ask for any questions. Do we have enough resources? That committee is going to be trained by Atlantic Care, our healthcare provider here in South Jersey. So the department trainers will be ensured to meet weekly, meet with the employees, address any issues whatsoever, ensure that we're having protocols, do audits to ensure that we're abiding by the protocols that we've set as well. We're not going to fill the hotel. We're only going to fill 1,500 of the 2,000 rooms when we can, because we just want to make sure that occupancy or number of bodies, volume, isn't too much for us to handle and doesn't impede the experience with all the other protocols that we've put in place.
Has word gotten out there sufficiently? Are you sold out, for instance, for 4th of July weekend?
We are sold out for 4th of July weekend, but that's it. We've had reservations open for quite some time, but nobody's made reservations at a closed casino. So after 4th of July, we are not going to be, we are typically sold out every day, July and August, and we're not there yet. I don't believe we will get there because we just don't have the base, not having been able to take those reservations over the last couple months.
The state Senate in New Jersey just passed a bill with a series of loans, some longer, some temporary, and tax breaks, loans and tax breaks for the casinos. And it still has to go to the assembly, and then the governor still has to sign it. And I guess it's been watered down a little bit along the way. Can you survive without this?
I don't think so. I don't think we can survive at 25%. It'll be interesting to see what the future holds and how long this lasts. But much of the relief is short term, and we've made to ensure that. Obviously, the tax dollars are important to the state, but we just wanted to ensure we will not see the volumes that we're typically seen. And there's enough casinos open now where we have enough information that some of the volumes, especially from the over 60-year-old demographic, is just not coming in like it used to, as expected, right? So at 25% occupancy, not seeing the volumes at only 2 to 3, 4 people at a blackjack table, as well as probably only 50% of the slots at the max being able to be occupied, we just won't be able to make the revenue. So being able to decrease some expenses will help in the short term. And we're hoping that we gain the confidence of, again, the governor and our guests to build that volume up.
There's many people that are questioning why this is necessary, why you would have to give the casinos this kind of money, these kind of tax breaks, when other industries are suffering as well. Make the case as to why casinos are special.
Well, we have over 25,000 people that are employed here. We are the industry in South Jersey. And as properties shut down, you're going to see a really tough time in this city. And I think a lot of people have already seen that, right? And there's been enough news over the past few years about the troubles Atlantic City has gone through. So we need to ensure that we have our industry stable, which it's not right now. We're going through another recession. And some of the tax breaks, as noted, they're built on thresholds. So taxes do increase as we gain more volume. But we just wanted to set ourselves up to ensure that should it be something more catastrophic, and in China they've had really poor numbers in some of their casinos. Should that be the case, that we can keep people employed and stay open. Otherwise, you really have to question how many doors are really going to stay open here in Atlantic City.
All right. Well, I really appreciate your time. Congratulations on the reopening. Good luck, and I hope it goes well.
That's Joe Lupo, Vice President of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. When we come back, do you need a summer job? There's plenty of them now that the amusement rides are open again on the boardwalk. We'll tell you about it when we come right back.